Alright you guys, so I finally got some RK air intakes for my beautiful X5M. These are going to add about 10 to 20 wheel horsepower, or that's without tune, but I'm tuned so it may or may not add more. I bought them used because new, they're about $2,400. Bought them off a good friend. But they are also very dirty and I will be cleaning them today. The carbon fiber weave is amazing. These things are stupid light. I already opened this, but I'm going to be using the K&N Performance Recharger, which is a K&N Air Filter cleaning system. I may or may not use the oil. I emailed RK to see if I do need to oil these, but as far as the cleaner, I will be using the cleaner. So I'll let you know how that goes, but just showing you some before. Here's where it's resting on the thing, but there is lots of buildup. Alright, so I meant to show the inside of the air intakes, but that's also very dirty. You can see the blue. I believe these are blue, as they should be, so let's try to get this blue back, because right now it's not. Yeah, these things are filthy, so I'm going to go ahead and spray it. It says to spray liberally, so that's what I'm going to do. You're supposed to spray the inside and outside, so that's what I'll be doing. Flip these over. Inside. Alright, so I just got them both sprayed down. I repeated the process on the second one. Just by touching them, I got extremely dirty just by touching them a teeny bit with this hand. I got dirty. So it says to let it sit for about 10 minutes and then rinse it off from the inside to the outside. Alright, so sink's clean. I mean, not stupid clean like you can eat out of it, but it's clean.
It's our laundry sink.
Yeah, and now we're rinsing from the inside out. Already a bunch of nasty, dirty water. These were only on the car for about 6 months, so not that long. But when investing in this much money on intakes, you want to make sure they're clean and gonna do their job. Also, I'm going to try to get some of these scratching and time and wear out of these. They look great, they look fine, but you know, with me, since I spent this much money, I want to protect them. So I'm going to be cleaning them with rubbing alcohol and then polishing them with this polishing gun, which is very nice. We'll be using this polish. Gloves, microfibers. Here's my fiance wiping it down. Getting out the oils, dirt, wear out of it. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the intakes. I just polished one and I didn't polish another one, so I want you guys to comment which one is not polished and which one is. Alright, now that you're done commenting, this one is clearly not polished. There's so much scratches and marks. And the other one had it too, and now you just get a deep, dark shine and carbon weave. It's beautiful in person. And now we're going to be polishing this one. Yes, I know we are doing this on our bed, but we don't want to go outside. It's kind of cold outside here in Chicago, so we just dabbed on the polish all over this thing, and now we're going to polish it, starting out with the lowest setting. Now turn it on. We're going to work that product in really well, and then once it's fully covered, without getting into any of the air intakes, we're going to turn up the speed twice. Yes, this machine is a very big one. I don't have any of the small ones, so that's why we're using such a big one. It's huge. It's meant for, you know, big car panels, but I don't have the small one, so I'll have to reach out and get a small one. All the product is evenly spread out throughout the thing. We're going to turn it up to speed 4. Try not applying sure to keep letting the machine do the work because it is carbon fiber. It is strong, but it can break. So now that it's fully worked in, we are going to buff it all off and enjoy that deep carbon weave and deep color in that carbon. So there's still one mark in there, and that's just because someone like definitely, I don't want to say hit it. I feel like that's wear and tear from something, but I don't know. The only way I could get that out is cutting into the polish with the cutting pad and cutting, or whatever it's called, compound. And then polishing it, but I've never done that with carbon fiber, so I'm not going to do that. I've done it on paint, but I've never done it on carbon fiber. Here is both intakes fully polished and wiped off, and you can see it's shiny, very shiny. And here without the light. Even this. Just a really deep carbon weave. This is the one we just did. And now we just ceramic coated them, and we're waiting for them to dry. Gonna give that deep gloss even more shine and make it easier to keep these things clean. So we are now done cleaning and polishing the RK intakes. They look great. Also cleaned up the filters. They came out decent. Once again, these are used. What took me forever is I bought these K&N performance parts, but it's actually a pre-charged filter for the intakes. So what it does is it's water resistant and it doesn't get dirt or anything, so it helps protect the filters. It also does high flow, so it is very high flow. It's really cool how those work. And here we got the BMW X5M, and I will be installing these today, so wish me luck. I haven't done these yet, so this will be fun. So yes, the garage is a mess right now. We're in winter mode here in Chicago, so first things first, we are going to pop our hood. Get started. So here's the massive stock air intake box. I took off these 7. I didn't need to. I don't think so. But I'm gonna unplug the air sensors. So we got that one, and on this side we're gonna have to use a pick. Sorry, the garage is a mess, but we're gonna have to use a pick to pick at that and unlock that and get that out. So now that I have unplugged the sensors on both sides, I am going to undo this clamp right down here. A flat screwdriver, and just twist this. And this hopefully should come right out. Alright you guys, so I figured it out. So you do not need to take off these screws. All you have to do is unplug the sensors on the driver and passenger side, undo these clamps, and then just yank it out. I was grabbing it from the wrong angle, so you want to get your hands underneath right here. Just get up and get aggressive with it. Make sure these clamps are undone and just pull up. And there she comes right off. Just like that. Here's the original stock engine air filter. There's a bunch of dirt and stuff and made in Austria. Now I'm going to remove the connections from the old intake to put on the new carbon fiber ones. I switched the torque mix to a 25. And you just want to make sure you remember which side these are going on. So these are going on the driver's side. Just pull right out. Just like that. Big sensor. So here's the sensor. Put it in there. It fits like a glove. It's so satisfying to put that in. Hand tighten these a teeny bit. That way I don't lose them. Again, T25. Because I bought mine used, the RK intakes, because they're extremely hard to get new. The previous owner left this, I don't know what you want to call it, I would say a spring, and I was the one that pulled it out like that, so it didn't come like that. But the other side had it too, and you got to get that out. And then they'll go in all the way. So just again to show you the spring that I had to remove from
the sensor housing, which was fucking everything up. Those are all out. I just grabbed some pliers and pulled out the wire and just pulled that out. To get the pre-charge filters on the actual filter is the biggest pain in the ass, so I will be doing that off camera. You really have to stretch them on there. It makes sense though, because you don't want these to fly off. Alright, so here we are. I just measured out where the intakes will lay because a friend of mine said that these RK intakes include 3M tape to do this, but I didn't see them in the pictures. But if you buy used like me, make sure you buy 3M tape so it can stick to the bottom side of this so they're not wobbling. He said that's a common problem where they'll be hitting from bouncing all around, so just relay those. And here's another shot of the pre-charge filter and the RT intake carbon fiber weave. So now both pre-charge filters are on, nice and tight. They're clamped very down, and I'm gonna remove this tape now and put them in and then slide them over and then finally get everything connected, and we'll see how she sounds. So I actually got one of the intakes in all the way. Here it is. It is looking phenomenal with the carbon fiber grills, and then you can see that pre-charge filter right through the grills. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so aggressive. If you know, you know. Alright, so I now have one side fully in. It is all the way in. Connected. I tightened this up here, put the sensor back on. But I'm going to show you how I get this in here. But I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove the 3M tape first. You go in through the middle where the radiator is wider. I'm going to push this a little bit toward me. Push this just a teeny bit. It doesn't need much, and then it just goes right in. And then you slide it over. It's on there. They both look equal. Make sure that's in there all the way, and then grab our flathead screwdriver. Tighten this all the way down. Make sure this is nice and sealed. Make sure that's nice and tight. This is on. They're both even. They both look great. I'm gonna put this cover back on. Just like that, even though you didn't see that, unfortunately. There we go. Now the engine base cover is on. The intakes are on. Everything is plugged in. Sensors. Everything is nice and tight. We like that. So I would rate this install out of 1 to 10, 10 being the easiest. It's probably like a 7. It wasn't hard. I just had a few confusing moments. I've never done this, so overall super good. I was very discouraged because I thought I had to remove the drills, these two drills, and they're carbon fiber, and I didn't want to break any of the clips. But no, you just stick them right in the middle, one at a time, and work your way in. And that's how you do it. Alright, you guys, so you can see the intakes. It's kind of dark, but here's the revs. Here's the sound clip. That sounded gnarly. I hope to God that got picked up on camera. Holy shit. That could not have sounded better. Holy shit. Jesus, brother. That sounds incredible. Holy hell. And now you guys can hear this V8 chop.